Where do you see the yield? I just want to understand December 31st, 2024, where is the US yield headed? And given that you are thinking of a 50 basis points cut in India, where is the 10-year Indian yield likely to be?
Absolutely. So I don't know the latest size, but I don't think it's significantly high because we cannot take any more new money
Hmm.
because there's a RBI limit
Yes.
on investing in abroad ETF and we cannot take any more money from our clients. So unfortunately, it's quite frozen for the time being until RBI increases the limits. But looking at the second part of the question, where do I see Indian bonds yields if there's a 50 base point rate cut? Well, to be very honest, in India, especially lately, it's not the inflation or the RBI's rate cut trajectory which is going to decide US Indian yields movement. Rather, India's yield movement is being driven by extraneous factors like demand and supply and the fiscal
Hmm.
deficit, and of course, the government borrowing, which has been much lower this year than last
Yes.
year. And I'm not even talking about the bond infusion, which will come later this year. So I believe Indian bond yields will react much before the rate cuts happen, not because they are reacting to the expected rate cuts, but just because the extra demand is going to really swamp the market. We expect around 680 levels to be reached maybe the somewhere in the second half of this year. I think that's at least for me, it's right on the cards for that a 10 year should hit 680. Most probably lower than that, but we'll see how data pans out at that time to revise our estimates.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me just simplify this for you. By 680, actually, Sandeep means that the 10-year yield will be at 6.8%. What's the drop in BPS that you're looking at between then and now?
Sorry, drop in. I couldn't get
Basis points. I mean, it's
yeah.
7.18 now.
Yeah, it's around 7.20%. So you could say 40 basis point or 0.4% is where we see. Of course, no one is, we are not putting a hard target of 6.80. It could very well go to 6.70 also. Not much of
Okay.
a difference. So 40 to 50 basis point downward move is what we're expecting in the second half of this year.